Hello students, we are here for our English lesson 22. Let's begin with our daily proverb. All that glitters is not gold. In simple terms, not all attractive offers and very good-looking free things are actually good or free for you. Do not just rush to take on attractive free things before contemplating. Sometimes, very attractive offers are traps. In our lesson today, we are still dealing with verbs and tenses. We are looking at the past perfect tense, had. This is where we use the helping verb had. Look at these examples. Had eaten, had taught, had left. The past perfect is used to express two actions in the past, one beginning after the other had been accomplished. Examples in sentences. We went out when it had stopped raining. This means it stopped raining first, then we went out. The teacher left after the bell had been rung. This means the bell was rung. Then later, the teacher went out. 3. Hardly had the plane taken off when it crashed. This means the plane took off first, then crashed. Structures of time using by the time. The pattern here will be by the time, then comma, and the past perfect had. Or the past perfect had, then by the time. Examples. By the time our father came back, we had already slept. This means we slept first, then our father came back later. When we are using by the time, the first act is the one that takes the past perfect had. So here, the father came back later. We slept first. 2. The patient had already died by the time the doctor arrived. This means the patient died first, then the doctor arrived later. 3. By last week, all schools had closed for a half-term holiday. Schools closed before last week. 4. By the time I started school, my father had gone abroad. My father went abroad first, then I started school. 5. My parents had already got married by the time I was born. My parents got married, then later I got born. Reconstruction. 1. The thieves took all the money, then the police arrived. By the time the police arrived, the thieves had taken all the money. Or, the thieves had taken all the money by the time the police arrived. 2. The bus left before we reached the park. By the time we reached the park, the bus had left. Or, the bus had already left by the time we reached the park. 3. All schools closed when COVID-19 had started spreading. By the time all schools closed, COVID-19 had started spreading. COVID-19 had started spreading by the time all schools closed. 4. My brother finished his studies before last year. By last year, my brother had finished his studies. My brother had finished his studies by last year. Let's have a simple activity after that short lesson. Write A, beginning with by the time. B, using by the time in the middle. 1. The players started fighting, then the referee blew the whistle. 2. The whole house burnt down. The fire brigade arrived later. 3. We wrote our midterm exams before going back home. 4. We elected our prefects before the end of last year. 5. My parents got married before 2015. Thank you for watching and listening to our lessons. Let's meet in our next lesson. Bye-bye.